Probably still on break. I first of all, let's just get one thing clear.
Hot dog!
Now that we have that clear, I personally cannot even remotely imagine playing video games for 10 hours a day. That's insane. Like, that guy needs to touch grass and get a life, is my opinion on that. Trackman event that takes 1 month, okay. So you might get there eventually, is what you're saying. Yeah, I think some people play too much video games, is what I'm saying. It's 100% going to do it eventually. I mean, if it's that hard though, I feel like eventually people just give up and move on though, right? I agree. It's just too much, I think, guys. Like, if you find yourself ever playing video games for that many hours, I think you need to like just reevaluate a little bit. And maybe it's okay once in a while, but if you're playing 12 hours of the same game day in day out for a week, then I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna judge anyone, but I don't think it's the type of person to be able to give up after committing 600 or so hours. I don't know. What do you think about this though?
Hot dog!
What do you think about that? However, my rage at the Ubisoft constant support has made me quit video games temporarily. Oh, that's really good. I'm real proud of you. Yeah, I'm personally also not going to play any video games. I think that I said this last time. I think the deep dip stuff is interesting. Like, it's very easy to get into as a viewer because it's just the same with like all those games. But the fact that this is a competition makes it way more interesting, right? Because all these people are like racing against each other, which actually makes it pretty cool. Unlike something like Jump King, where you're just kind of sitting there playing the game by yourself. Allow me to look at Discord. Newly released patch 7.0, we've received feedback pertaining to this busyness of their skill rotation. To that end, we're planning several improvements, including the easing of directional requirements and changing to the effects of several actions. We're aiming to implement these changes in patch 7.05. Though we are also trying to make some smaller adjustments. Wait, are they gonna fix Monk, or? They played it for 190 hours. Oh, that's not even that long. Can I see this? Can I see the patch notes somewhere? In regards to upcoming job adjustments, oh please tell me they're fixing Monk. Please! Plan Monk adjustments! While it was our aim to preserve Monk's playstyle from the patch 6X series, several changes to the core abilities, Stacks of Fury, chief among them, have significantly changed how it feels to play the job. What are Stacks of Fury? Is that this thing? Good luck, thank you, Cashew. And I'm not gonna need luck where I'm going. So this is the Beast Shark. What are Stacks of Fury? What is that? What is this? What is Stacks of Fury? What is that? Hello? Stacks of Fury. Okay, let's... How do you get crazy Fury stacks? FFXCV Monk. Monkey Guide. Fury. Raptor's Fury. Oh, okay, so that is Fury. Okay, gotcha. That is that bar. We discovered certain actions had incorrect potencies, as well as an error pertaining to the requirements to apply Stacks of Fury. Counter assistant issues in patch 7.1, which should result in improved effectiveness of area for effect attacks. This also necessitated minor adjustments to the job HUD. My apologies again for Monkey inadequate performance, which presently differs from what we previously announced. Please just go back to Heaven's Ward or like Stormblood, please. Joshi P, please. That's all I want. I just want to go back. In the meantime, what about Pictomancer? Are they happy with Pictomancer? Manually disable the effects of subtractive palette. So just with the patch, okay, sure. Okay. I was thinking to check out. Yeah, I agree with this. Like it feels it's way different. I have to like constantly look down at my stuff. It's bad. Please fix. Oh. So okay, it's super curse rotation for Pictomancer. Using that cancellation thing? Oh, with canceling paint, okay, gotcha. The only thing I want from Monk is I just want to not have to like look down at this ever. I don't want to see this ever. Before I could just play like this. I could just do this. Now I have to do this. And sure, you can get used to this probably. I mean, there's some rhythm to it, right? Like I do 2, then I do 4, then I do E, and then I would do 1, 3, 5, then I would do 2, 3, 5, then I would do 1, 4, 5, and then I would do 2, 3, E. Like, sure, there's a rhythm to it, of course, but I don't want to learn a rhythm. Just let me push the buttons and have fun with my video game. It's rather lively settlement, isn't it? In defiance of the ceaseless gloom, almost. It's fascinating how they've combined traditional bricklaying with electro-based engineering. Curious blending of two cultures. I'll admit, I've seen nothing particularly suspicious yet. This is a Tonawatwan village, or at least it was before the dome and these strange contraptions. It's a relief to see the people here are well. Hopefully the same can be said for everyone in Yasulani. I'm gonna give Logan a treat. Alright. Er du glad i meg? Hæ? Er du glad i meg? Vil du ha godis? Skal du ha en av disse her? Skal du ha en av disse her? Hæ? Skal du ta pent? Godt. Veldig godt. Det er flinkere. Ja, kanskje få mer etterpå. Ja, kanskje få litt mer etterpå, Logan. Da må du bare bli og slappe av, vet du.
Here we are.
Oh, voice.
Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
If this turned out to be one of Mityan's sisters, I would not be shocked. Why aren't we just asking her straight out, like, hey, by the way, you know, what happened to your world and what's going on here? Also, what's the deal with all this high-tech stuff?
What business brings her here, I wonder?
Queen Sveen.
The Queen has come!
You look well, Paquine. And Katonye, I see you've already taken to your new position.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Lamachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I
She's
should
gonna have a
like to know
dark
them as
side.
best I can. Even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Because they're all terrified of her. They're all like, oh my god, we better play a game or we're gonna die.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
Tuliolol's vow of resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk-Lamat is still so young. Ah, where are my manners? I am Popone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a ton of Wautenrig to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa. I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Mother isn't here,
Kappa?
but it's a relief to know at least some of the people of the Yasolani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
Up it.
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
She has been uploaded to the database.
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier?
Well,
I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and
then?
then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Popone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Yes, that was just Ralja speaking, gotcha.
30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source.
the fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Meaning this is a piece of another reflection?
I cannot say for certain, but I strongly suspect that to be the case. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the source's temporal flow.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sveen, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
Yeah,
Even if I don't understand the
Yasolani.
half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zorolja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
Electro.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care.
I guess a good note is that she's the only one not wearing
Now
the
then,
thing, right?
if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
So her crown kind of looks like it a little bit.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
Bing, bing, bong, 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 bing. Well, 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 if it ain't an ether I saw right here in the middle of the city. A royal welcome. Welcome to the outskirts. We don't have much to offer, but make yourself at home. Tell me about yourself. The name is Willowaki, and I lived here in Yasolani since before the whole hula baloo all those years ago. I make my way raising livestock, but I hurt my back while carrying a bag of feed. These days I spend more time looking after myself than the animals. Well, as the name implies, the outskirts is just what we call the lands outside of Everkeep. I suppose we only started calling it that after the dome appeared. It's home to folks who just want to live off the land, folks like me. Second. Having said that, things sure have changed over the years. Now we got all kinds of new technology, for better or worse. For better or worse. If you see an Oglops out there, be sure to let me know. You wouldn't believe the trouble they can cause. Oglop? Oh, are you on a break too? We were just talking about the Halo. For years, no one was officially in charge of the place, but recently someone raised in the outskirts was given the position. First I'm all for it, the Halo. What in the salty frick is this way? I think we have a new side quest to do. Maybe I'll save that for tomorrow, though. I wanna get into this a little bit first, I think. Right now my head is a giant question mark, and that's never fun. Let's speak to Somnic. Oh, yeah. New around here, why not join me for a drink? Why do you have to go for this crazy name? Washeka? Wash Sika? I think this is a different door than we've seen in other places. Oh, we can go inside. That's interesting. Affairs, the new... Ever keep something. I assume this is a shower or something? Question mark? Where do they sleep? They don't. Lonely. I don't recommend you go strolling around outside. If the lightning doesn't get you, the beast will. I wonder if the names were like anagrams or something, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Touring farmlands with the queen of another nation is not how I expected to spend the day. Electrope has done much to improve the efficiency of the farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people want to preserve their old ways of life, and we did not want to force ours upon them. You went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciates that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, for the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Of course, there are words and phrases for which there is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimum effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another, and I am sure there is much you can wish to learn as well, so please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. I have questions, alright. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yupes Halo, it's called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to Yupes Halo. The Wolf Hunter. I should have spoken with Lamont, whatever. Whatever. Allow me to introduce you to Mawusa, one of my most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in a myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sphene, to what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for the interruption. I am come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's alright. So the rumor of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of hosts would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intends to check on things here. You know me too well, Mewusa. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions. Though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. It would appear we have your permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go on ahead, I'll keep Sphene company. Don't misunderstand, I'm not the suspicious type, but given your position, it would make sense for us to go around the village together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Wuklamat's watchful eye. Pray come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. I already spoke with this lady, didn't I? My duties here are quite varied despite being merely a farmer. We all have to do our part if we're to prosper. Oh. It's a triple triad match. Let's go get it. Actually, we're probably going back to the city again pretty soon, I think. That'll be my assumption. Just gonna see if I can see the two queens. So here they are. Found them. Finished already, are we? If so, I should very much like to hear what you think of the facilities. It's a shame that Koana's not here to see all these bizarre contraptions. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... you wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields, mostly watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps used in the fields. They're best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and the sky being what they are, and ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work, but honestly I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being an Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. This music is so chaotic. Oh, and a familiar face. I gather this is your first time on site then? Well, this here is a storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious, and equipped with a temperature regulator system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent the wild bees from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even got a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electro complicated our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work is hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. I feel there might be like a yapping syndrome here too, but there might be a little bit of yapping happening there too. They're saying that you and yours are visitors beyond the barrier. That true? Aye. So it is, which means that we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at UPU's Halo, we produce only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off. But a job's a job. Well, I have to get back to it. But it was nice talking to you. Please give me my regards to the Queen. McQueen? I see. Don't be too hard on yourselves. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers. Now let us return to Mewusa. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Everything was surprisingly normal. I was amazed at what everyone loves their work. Electrop is quite impressive. So it was the Electrop that caught your eye. That's only natural, I suppose, if you come from a place without it. Still, you only seem dimly impressed. This leads me to believe you have experience with even more marvelous technology. I'd love to hear your tales one day. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamati? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we have no need for titles or formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Feeling is understandable, indeed. Many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. But simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy, and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. We could take care of it if you like. That is most gracious of you to offer, but it's much too dangerous. Oh, it's no trouble for the wow of resolve of Tuliolal. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Endaline's even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. And very well, I gracefully accept, but please take all care. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning charge fiends on our own. Good hunting. Do. 360. Do, 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 do. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. Okay, Final Fantasy 14. Shock Blast. I can feel I was about to unleash some new side quests. Wow, you really are strong. Ah, you're both alright, thank goodness. You really need to have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you, we truly appreciate this. I wonder if she controls all these people. Indeed, with this we won't have to ask Soralgia's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Thien. But that's enough, Mahuasa. If you have grievances, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You could have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. You couldn't have, or I couldn't have, yeah. You never failed to let us know, not how much, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. It's not gonna seem so cute when she has her turnaround. You seem like a good sort, Fiend, that I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. Ha! For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. I've been here for a handful of hours watching Final Fantasy 14. I still have no idea what's happening. All I remember is that a lizard man killed his cyborg lizard son or something. I mean, yeah, that happened. But then the cyborg lizard son came back to life again. Now, I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? To be fair though, at this point, I don't know what's happening. Because we're in untreaded territory right now. When did that happen? It happened right after. It happened literally right afterwards. When the lizard man killed the cyborg son, he immediately stood up and he was like, I am cyborg man. And then they went, stab and stab, and then he killed his dad. Yes, that happened. My apologies for laughing earlier. Your friend painted an image so removed from the scene we know. I couldn't help myself. We know. Soralgia, you bastard. Perhaps you should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will have also returned by now. I'm done working on my project for today. Apparently I have to pay attention to this game. What project are you working on? Is this still the corpse thing? Thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. Learn to make funky music. Okay, let's quickly go to Google. Funk music. Funk is a subgenre of hip-hop and trap music directly inspired by 1990s Memphis rap. Alright. Drift funk. Alright, let's go. Drift funk. Funk drift.
Det er enklere å si ja.
Of course it's an ad. $1.15. This is fire. Okay, let's listen to the fire. I'm just waiting for this 30-minute ad to be over so I can watch 3 seconds of this goddamn video. Is this it? Is that it? The best funk music 2024. Okay, I can see myself funking a little bit. I could see myself funking from time to time. There we go. I didn't realize until today that the lead instrument is a cowbell. Wait, what the hell? What the Helsinki? What the Helsinki? Well, if it isn't Her Majesty's special guest, did our electro capacitors catch your eye? The machines here run on electro, so the capacitor serves as a battery, storing the lightning energy as it rolls in from all the pylons we've erected. If you're interested, I'll be happy to show you around and tell you more about the system. Sure, why not? Pique your curiosity, eh? First, let's head downstairs to the power converter. Sure thing, boss. That's our food storage facility. By converting lightning energy to ice, we've created a refrigeration system that can prevent spoilage. It's a godsend, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what, these parts get a lot more rain and humidity, so if we didn't have a refrigeration, we'd have a massive mold problem on our hands. What am I even talking? Oh, this box, I guess. It's great to see folks taking an interest in electro. Any excuse to talk about it is always welcome. After lightning energy is absorbed in the electrocapacitor, it's transmitted to the power converter. Its function is to stabilize and distribute appropriate levels of energy to each household and facility. You look lost? Are you more of a visual learner? Let's pay a visit to the partitioned water tank on the north side of town. Okay, dialogue so far, so good. So far, so good. You still have the ability to disappoint me for the last time. Hope your project goes well. I was working on some stuff too, but then I started streaming this game all day, every day. Right, so after lightning energy is allocated to the residential grid, it's utilized in a wide variety of ways, one of which is that tank here. Normally it's a receptacle for filtering rainwater. By using electrope to convert the lightning energy to fire, however, we can have hot water readily available at any time. Amazing, isn't it? Lastly, let's go and have a look at the control tower just up the stairs. Okay, Electro seems like a MacGuffin. Like this is like what's it called when you have like what's unobtainium called again? What's the word for that? Is it called unobtainium? Thank you. I haven't gotten far, but so far it's sounding good. That's cool. Hey, if you finish it and you want me to listen to it, I can do that. Well, unobtainium is, it says that unobtainium is a engineer jargon for a material that would be perfect for our purpose if you could get it, but we can't. So this wouldn't be unobtainium, but it's the same. It's like the opposite. It's like a solution to every problem, right? Like they have Electro, and Electro just fixes everything. Word for material that fixes everything. Rope. Mr. Fix-It. I guess MacGuffin is the right term, maybe. I don't know. I think there's a term for this, but I don't remember what it is. I ain't got the faintest idea what the hell it is up down there, girl. These panels enable us to freely adjust each of the public utilities individually. The utility manager monitors the operational status of each facility, keeping an eye out for any problems. Not a glamorous job, but it's important work. Well, I think that's about covers it. Let's loop back around to the electric capacitor, shall we? That was short and sweet. That's a good one. It's not obtaining anything from Avatar, maybe. Avatar, unobtainium. Yeah. But it's like the... What's the material from Marvel called again? Magic material... Vibranium, yeah, it's like Vibranium from Marvel, right? Where it's like... Oh, here's a material. It's just better than every other material ever. It's just the best thing ever in every way imaginable. Literally could not be better in any way. Impossible. They're like, oh yeah, sure. Flash set. You were early with Queen Sveen, yes? If you're from beyond the barrier, perhaps you know a game called Triple Triad. Used to play it all the time back when I lived in Tyrol, but it lifts my spirit to think back on such carefree days. Such sit. Can I play this while sitting? No. Swap descension. Alright, a universe which has the coolest material. I'm going to call it cooler than better than your material view. God damn it, that was not a good play. I'll just this then. Oh, already got the card. Sentry R8 card. Sentry R8 card. Oh yeah, you think your material is better than mine? Mine is called cooler and better than your material VM2. There we go. Learning about that, huh? Which you can buy no materials. Crossover of a lifetime. It will be too powerful. Hey, I know you. You're Tour de Farms with Her Majesty, right? How about something a little more hands-on? I've been assigned the role of cleaner, and one of my duties is the periodic application of insecticide. Here, I marked a few areas in need of treatment on your map. Take this extra strengthened debugifier and give him a good liberal coating. Let me know when you're done, okay? So far, these quests are great. So far, I'm having fun. So far, I'm not miserable. I'm not sure what you're doing here, but I certainly won't look a gift Ronick in the mouth. Could you go and fetch me a vegetable? I should probably explain. I'm trying to plan out my dinner tonight, but for the life of me, I just can't decide what to make. It won't be much trouble, I promise you. Go to UPS Halo and speak to Ship Me In. He's bound to have a few seasonal offerings. I like them spending so much time and effort on the lighting update, and then they make rooms like this. This room has giant glowing purple pipes in it. It has giant screens, but they just gave it like a center light. It was like, all right, center light. Do, 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 do. 2 more hours to go today. Can we make it to level 98 quests? I think I would actually prefer to be like 98, close to 99 on Friday. Because then we can probably get a decent chunk of the way there on... We're not playing on Saturday, so we can probably get a decent chunk of the way there on Sunday. And then finish it on Monday or Tuesday. Yes, that should do nicely. Oh, I'm using electroscope technology to prepare this fertilizer. You can easily adjust the humidity and airflow, which, if you know anything about this sort of thing, is rather useful. What is your character? Because she's a kitty cat. My character's a kitty cat. It's kitty ears, don't you see? Now I understand why every furry I know is addicted to this game. Yes! Oh yeah, big time. I mean, this is a bunny girl. Bunny boys are way hotter than the bunny girls, though. I don't know if there's a bunny boy around, but... I guess Aaron rule counts. Kickstarter didn't happen. I can't find any bunny boys right now. It's not a bunny girl. I guess you have to become the bunny boy. Oh la la. Maybe down here, there's a bunch of people here. Kitty cat will come out. Kitty boy. Yeah, no, it's all the kitty cats here. And there are a few furry races in this, and there's some scalies too, just for good measure. So how'd I do? Hopefully I've answered all your most burning questions. Believe it or not, I'm not actually an engineer. I'm just an apprentice. I was inspecting the capacitor when you arrived. Thanks for letting me ramble, though. It was a great opportunity to brush up on my studies. Is that what Lizard Cyborg was? No, that's a new race. The scalers are like the aura. Forecast terminal. Oh. Gotcha. Any aura over here? No. I like this one. They have the lizard tail. They have the scales all over them. And here we have the Lalafels. Very sensible people. Why are children considered race? No. They're like hobbits. They're not children. They're like hobbits. Remember the thing that George R.R. Tolkien made up? Hobbits are children. Oh, that explains a lot, actually. I would know since I've never seen or read Lord of the Rings. Well, good news. I got some good news for you. We're gonna start right now. Alright, let me just lower this volume a little bit. Alright, Lord of the Rings. Let's begin. But it is 1,300 pages long, but let's see here. Okay, that's the index. This is note on the text. We don't really need to care about that right now. Alright, we're getting to the beginning of the book here soon. Any moment now. Notes on the 50th edition. Okay, so that's... okay, this is a foreword to the second thing. Okay, and then we have a prologue. Oh, it even tells us about... this is the kind of content that Tier 3 sub for. It even tells us about hobbits. It says, hobbits are an unobtrusive but very ancient people, more numerous formerly than they are today. They love peace and quiet and good tilled earth. A well-ordered and well-farmed countryside was their favorite haunt. Okay, this is a prologue. Note on the Shire records. Yeah, so eventually, okay, so this amount of book is what it took Tolkien to just to get to like explain the world to you.
Banana 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 banana.
I wish we had the intro to the movie here. I did read a section of this not that long ago on stream. I read the charge of the Rohirrim or whatever. Alright guys, it's gonna be a long night, so strap on in. When Mr. Bilbo Baggins of Bag End announced that he would shortly be celebrating his 11th birthday with a party of special magnificence, there was much talk and excitement in Hobbiton. Bilbo was very rich and very peculiar, and had been the wonder of the Shire for 60 years, ever since his remarkable disappearance and unexpected return. The riches he had brought back from his travels had now become a local legend, and it was popularly believed, whether the old folk might say, that the hill of Bag End was full of tunnels stuffed with treasure. And if that was not enough for fame, there was also his prolonged vigor to marvel at. Time wore on, but it seemed to have little effect on Mr. Baggins. At 90 he was much the same as at 50. At 99 they began to call him well-preserved, but unchanged. Would have been nearer the mark. There were some that shook their heads and thought this was too much of a good thing. It seemed unfair that anyone should possess, apparently, perpetual youth as well as, reputedly, inexhaustible wealth. It will have to be paid for, they said. It is natural, and trouble will come of it. Alright guys, that was Lord of the Rings. We'll read one paragraph a day for the next 10 years, and then we'll be done. Fastest reader of all time. Mr. Bilbo Baggins. Welcome back. Thank you for handling that, by the way. There was some time before we need to worry about the Ogloff sightings, as cleaners are responsible for sanitation, waste disposal, recycling, even lime maintenance. All of them live keep our homes free of bacteria, and unlike the entirely artificial Everkeep, we get a lot of bugs here in the outskirts. Trust me, they'll move right in if you let them. Ogloffs in particular are the worst offenders. They spread disease through the germs they carry. Their extermination is non-negotiable. Problem is, they're genetically predisposed to withstand even the harshest of environments. Makes them tough to kill. Personally, I find them kind of cute, but as cleaners, we have a job to do. We'll never be able to eradicate them completely on account of their propensity to breed. But thanks to your hard work, we've a few more moons before we need to worry about them again. Here, for a job well done. Bagged? What the hell? That is sick. That is actually sick. That is demented. I would throw up if I wasn't so full of a delicious Burger King meal. Which is healthy, by the way, and good for you. There's so much of Alexandria I would love to show you. Oh yeah? Oh, I missed one. Did you have the number 15? I had 2 double cheeseburgers, 20 nuggets, and fries. That's what I had. What about Burger King foot lettuce? I had no lettuce on mine, so probably no foot lettuce. Probably not. Aren't you the guest who was touring the farm with Queen Sween? Is there something I can assist you with? Ah, so Pawanka sent you to get produce. You'll certainly find all sorts of that here. This time of year, we have glass gem corn, plurality pumpkins, and sweet popotos. Take your pick. I like sweet popotos probably. I'm starting the quest called Dawntrail. Nice. We are in endgame. Good luck, Idaret. I'll be catching up with you in the next 4 days for sure. I've been working in so long, it's wild how expensive it is now. All the fast food in Norway has been expensive forever, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I think it's still a decent, reasonable price in Norway at least. But it kind of depends on like your level of wealth, I guess, and how much you're willing to pay for not to have to cook your food yourself. as like a treat every once in a while, I think is fine. Well, until COVID, we got hit with ridiculous fast food prices. That makes sense. Fast food place people were like, well, to jack it up, what are you gonna do? Eat somewhere else? Nope. Welcome back. Did you pick me out something tasty? The potos. I eat Burger King like once every month, maybe. Excellent. Looks like baked sweet potatoes are on the menu. It's a traditional Yasulani dish that has been passed down for generations. Even now, it's very popular. Maybe it's our freshly grown vegetables. I feel closer to nature with every bite. Something you want to experience with the food products you never keep. Anyway, thanks for humoring me. Here, take this. You don't mind. Oh, should we be tart? The one thing I miss buying is kebabs. There's no good kebab place near me. That's the only thing I miss about working, being able to go buy a kebab. Get more often if we didn't have so many amazing smaller chains and local burger joints in my city. Yeah, that makes sense. I live in the middle of nowhere, so my choices, there's like a highway, like a good distance away. So my choices are McDonald's and Burger King because they're along the highway. That's all I have. Literally, only things available to me. But within like a 1 hour driving distance or whatever. Do you hear that? Or is this gonna be voiced too? There's no way, right? This looks voiced. This is the voice feel. Oh yeah, this is voice for sure.
What's happening over there?
Another voice scene? Did they really like stack it up towards the end?
It's nearly time.
I'm glad you could make it.
Someone dying?
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
Oh, that's Vuklamat's
We're here,
nursemaid.
Namika. Everything is going to be all right. What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Soul cells?
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on. In us.
Oh, we're doing like a...
Living on
Yuck.
in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Yeah. Ooh, interesting. And the giants made their way down there too.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss.
Why
Where
should
shall
keep his
we begin?
secrets?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between
I've
what
got
we have
search,
witnessed
corners
and
again.
the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
Electrobe.
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
It is very
Once you have
saucy.
been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoraljar resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoraljar do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoraljar's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Why can't you say any more than that? I don't understand. She's the queen. But she seems to be abide by all these weird rules.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika?
Oh,
I'm
he
sorry,
just...
but I don't know who you mean.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
Nani?
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Oh god, we're playing a Kojima game. I should have known with the snake biter guy. We are truly in a Kojima game right now. Alright, this was a while ago, but except the good Mexican place, sadly the one good Mexican place we had closed down some years ago. I would love to have a Mexican place near me. But alas, the only Mexican I have is Burger King. I've never seen nor heard of anything like this before. As far as I could tell, Papuane genuinely had no recollection of Namika. We'll see how it is with other people. This is very unsettling. What's going on? How could Papuane suddenly forget about Namika? As if he never knew her? Would the same thing have happened to the others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. So when they die, they go to the cloud and we forget about them. We forgot about them. This is a foxtail. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. Was she in this home when I was in there earlier? That would have been crazy. I don't think she was though. I do recall caring for someone until recently. You say that it was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. It's probably gonna be exactly what I said it was then. Like they live perfect lives in the Cloudverse. That's the Golden City, where you live unending. But maybe it needs like, you know, people to maintain it and stuff. Or maybe it's just because they were alive. Oh yeah, they just linked the two probably, right? That's what they said. They were like, well, we're gonna welcome your culture. They just kind of combined cultures. What's that? Do I know Namika? Never met anyone by the name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. That's what they were doing when they killed those people too and sucked up their essence. They were just uploading their like brain boxes to the cloud, basically. This feels like it could be voice too, but there's no show that it is. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their mind. 5th wipe on the first boss. Joshi P, what have you done? Nice. Nice. That sounds great. That sounds like a lot of fun. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the act too, and I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Papane seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If you continue making such inquiries, I expect we will only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kakua instead. Sveen said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. Is that where we came from? OCP, what have you done? Just wait for savage raids. What the hell? Impossible! That's a relish or something. Hmm? Another kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Wow! Should we give chase? I think it understands our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Ernwell, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing, I'm fine. Well, if it went off in the direction we headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Ernwell has been sus this entire expansion too. A little bit of a sussy buckle, this guy. One brings shadow, one brings the light. Two town echoes, no one survives. Nothing but birds over here. Really? No sign of it over here. That voice, could it be? Oh, it's his mom. Gotcha. They turned into a little robot. Beep boop, beep boop. I'm a robot. It even has little ears, little eye ears. That's a minion in the making right there, for sure. You found it? To the northeast, then. It must be bound but for the mines. Come on, then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. I think it's safe to assume it went into the mines. An old coal mine. It appears to have long since been abandoned, like so many other places. The stone in those crates, could it be turquoise? So it went in here. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap, be ready to fight everyone. Ready, set, fight. It would appear no one has worked these tunnels in quite some time. I'm not worried. We've had to improvise countless times before, after all. A device made of electrope. It seems to be the only one here. This tunnel just keeps going. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out the conversation without echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard. Voiced. Guaranteed to be voiced. 100% voiced. The most voiced any scene has ever been in the game so far. PlayStation intro. PlayStation 1, turn on the console sound.
What is this?
Ironville!
A trap?
It really is you!
Huh?
Who?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elenespia.
My darling, what now?
A little flourish that Kral did. I think it's big.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
It's called a UFO. Fussy little bun bun. Look at you guys put some Dusty in chat. I'm like, what the hell? Fussy? Does he?
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galoo Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Elenespia was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
How's it going? It's going great.
I can't say that I do.
Elsbog G-Man.
But you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
Kafkiwa. Someone left an F in there.
Sorry?
Oh, but this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Elenespia are always welcome.
This is just saying his name as if she's just trying to get it over with.
All
Like,
I ask is
Elenespia.
a little forewarning, but no.
These are like the rebels.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
It's going pretty good, G-Man. We're just hanging out, playing video games, doing what we like to do. Being alive, that's a big one. This place is a mood. Also, the music is a mood. Oh, hello. His name is Geode. Always too much excitement with her. Sorry for drawing our weapons on you. Come, make yourself comfortable. If it's any consolation, this is all rather confusing to us as well. I had a 6-hour headache, but it's gone now. Damn, like a severe one, or? How does this map means anything? That's the place. There's something to the right here. That's where we came from. Glad you got your headache under control, Mr. G-Man. At this point, I doubt anything could possibly surprise me. Aaronville's mother is floating a machine, right? That makes about as much sense as everything else thus far. The Elegants had machines that could be controlled remotely. Is she using something similar to communicate with us? I can't say I understand what's going on, but at least Chef Chia is safe. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can't think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what happened, we'll need to ask her. No good time to turn everything off. Oh damn, that sucks, dude. Glad it went away. Let's hear what she has to say. Let's hear it, but not voice though, right? This is voiced. I think this is voiced. I mean, it voiced vibes. Oh, okay, never mind. I was a little bit too hopeful there. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Odessian, it's been a while since I heard that name. Did I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use it for this for operation. We're members of the resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Soralja's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't easily be found.
Amazing!
Amazing! Ducky, what's up? Oblivion? It's gonna be like a Wizard of Oz type situation, I imagine now. Hello, Provex, what's up? Yo, 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 hello, hello, hello. Allow me to do this. 3 clips coming straight up there.
I always like a quick finish.
What the hell?
I got the fucking star.
What is
me?
Star as well. God damn. Yeah, and I flew off the fucking map. I'm in the pen. Let's go. I flew off the fucking map. I can't do shit.
What is this golf? Is this golfing with friends or whatever?
Okay, scuffed.
No, there's nothing I can go to. I cannot reset.
Oh, this sucks.
Indeed it is. That looked
like the fish.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ow! Almost unrecognizable.
I'm getting pissed at this cucumber.
What the hell? Oh my god.
Multitasking.
Oh no. Oh no. Hey dude, how was your stream? How was No Man's Sky? Did you do anything wonderful? Have they released any new updates or anything recently? I saw people were giga hyped for their last update. Let me give you a proper big boy shout out from the shout out Twitch function. Okay, boop. Everyone, please. I'm up in the corner now. Go push the button above the chat. For all the people that aren't sleeping after this almost 12-hour stream, go push the button. Por favor. Please. Welcome in, people. Double Endalines. We can do quadruple Endaline. Hello everyone, Endaline here, video game broadcaster, currently playing through Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. We are almost 12 hours into today's stream. We are nearing the end today, but I super appreciate the raid. If you are worried about Final Fantasy spoilers, then obviously avert your eyes. Just close them or whatever. Don't close the stream, just close your eyes. We should do every stream like this. I think it'll be a little bit distracting. I'm gonna keep it a sec. I feel like this will be a little bit distracting. I played since the last big one, so it was I was enjoying that stuff. Nice, that's cool. I always meant to get back into No Man's Sky, but I'm just like, oh god, there's so much stuff. Every time I play, I just end up doing the same stuff. I'm like, I'll get to the new stuff eventually. I'm just gonna like get this stuff going. Like now you can make your own starship and stations are procedure generated and unique. Oh yeah, that's what the big update was, right? The procedure generated stations. That's pretty cool. That's pretty poggers. I mean, guys, it's no Starfield, but I mean, but yeah, I hope you had a good time, dude. Like I said, we're pretty deep into the story. Like we're towards the end of it. So if anyone here is a Final Fantasy fan, then you probably want to avert your eyes. But I played No Man's Sky on PlayStation VR for a bit. Did you get a little bit of motion sickness? A tiny bit? I see, whimsical appearance, but notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded. She probably sounds... No, she doesn't actually. Why does she not sound like Erenville? She didn't sound like him, she sounded normal. Probably had a different purpose. Why did I say normal? God damn it, I did it again. And that is... As I expected, you've already noticed everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet is the fusion of two worlds. Well, actually, but I played sitting down with some of the VR newbie settings turned on, and it worked pretty well. That's cool. How do you... So do you teleport around then, or how does that work? Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. It's just super weird to navigate sometimes. 343 Guilty Spark. Yeah, Jess. Crazy, huh? You can teleport or run up to you. Okay, interesting. And does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoralia. But we failed to do that, and now he's taking his army outside the dome. But flying the ship in VR is pretty cool, yeah. I always wanted to do Elite Dangerous in VR. But Elite Dangerous is one of those games where it's like, I feel like I should either play that and play no other game ever, or not play it at all. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed a relation to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Dark Souls. Reserve, you mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. It looks like a car brake disc. People walk around with 2 souls, yeah. More than 2 souls. Souls are a common resource and paid for service rendered? The Void Scent practice of consuming others for their etherite comes to mind, and similarly I expect that the act comes with some risk. Okay. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management, then the reason everyone has forgotten Namika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer. If they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that the regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the disease from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people of Everkeep's core system so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what is meant by the memories being in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. Who's in the regulator on the table then? It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. Is that a reflection of Stream Deck in the window? Here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, off the Stream Deck, yeah. I think, yeah. Oh yeah, big time. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. I mean, he's happy about it. I feel like this is the opposite of you know, show. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy there. On its surface, it's similar to the Yokyu's philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. I understand that people of Alexandria did what they believed to be was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that the Turali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sveen didn't strike me as a sort of a ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She's also said she wants to help us stop Suralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live at the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. I'll be a head in a jar forever. Oh, from Elden Ring. That's cool. That's cool, Jace. I don't think we're seeing Marshmallow, but that would be pretty cool though. Take care not to get struck by lightning out there. One fellow reckoned you could dodge them by jumping back at the instant there's a flash, but that's crazy if you ask me. This is from 10, right? From Fantasy 10? Arms make the most sense for people who don't have combat training like us. That's why we salvage as many as we can from the mechanical soldiers and convert them to our use. Nostalgia is my twin sister. Like most people, we both used to wear regulators, but, well, let's just say a lot happened. Twin sister, huh? Wah 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 wee wah. 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 We have an hour to go of the stream. One more hour. But you see how the regulators work, but how? I'm sorry, but I just can't accept the idea of using souls as a resource. To alter the memories of the populace with such precision is no small feat. One more hour for Mahjong. What does she intend to show us? We can probably do some Mahjong tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow's a good day for Mahjong. So those regulators are to blame for everyone's forgetting Namika, for forgetting what a wonderful person she was. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunder Yards hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area, or to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of the soldier hunters. Rim, 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 rim. Strika, huh? What do you think's in this box? I'm guessing food. Judging by its name, I take this as this facility is for gathering lightning energy. Let's get this over with. Strika will show you what life can be like wearing a regulator. Well, I mean, not blind to the potential benefits of these regulators, the risks inherent in giving another party the power to alter your memories cannot be overstated. And remind the ethical consideration of using souls in such a fashion. Given the opportunity, I should very much like to study Electrope on behalf of the students. I don't recognize this woman. But we know Sarulja is wearing one of those, though. So I mean, why can't you just erase his memories or whatever? Ashika, what are you doing here and with so many friends? Apologies for interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulators like Queen Sven's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. Oh god, I'm into that. I can't reply to this. Okay, I'll do it afterwards. Wait, I gotta read the chat now. They were wearing special regulators like Queen Sven's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? Well, and that's wearing headphones, yeah? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Kauchika said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're weak to lightning. The Thunder Yard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the nature, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this out here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course, in which case it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You can all handle yourself in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. Yeah, is Wilk still online? Slash me farts? Kitty cat. Oh, we can go check this out. Oh, wait, is that above me? Oh, it is. Never mind. For centuries now, this. Oh no. Bakul Jaja. Gabagool Jaja? Yeah, that's the one. That's what I was talking about.